Ever felt that familiar pressure? You need to get smart on a new topic like really
Well,
fast.
definitely.
You need the core stuff, the real insights, but without digging through, well, mountains of information.
Exactly. Information overload is real.
That's absolutely why you're here with us. Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're doing a deep dive into something that might seem small, grammatically speaking, but it's actually surprisingly complex and vital,
Totally vital.
the pronoun. And our source material for this, it's a pretty comprehensive lecture focused entirely on English grammar, specifically this part of speech.
Yeah, and our mission for you listening is really to go beyond just, basic definitions. We want to pull out the most important bits, clarify those tricky distinctions, and sort of shine a light on the nuanced roles these, well, seemingly simple words play.
They seem simple, but they're not.
Not at all. They make our communication efficient, precise, really quite powerful. What's fascinating here, I think, is just how much heavy lifting pronouns actually do.
Yeah, streamlining things, preventing that repetition that can just drag things down.
Exactly. Less clunky.
Couldn't agree more. They're kind of the unsung heroes, aren't they?
They really are.
So, okay, let's start right at the beginning. Fundamentals. What is a pronoun at its core?
Well, the source tells us it literally means for a noun.
For a noun. Okay.
Yeah. It's a word used instead of or in place of a noun, and its main job, to avoid repetition.
So it's like a linguistic stand-in, gives the nouns a break.
That's a great way to put it, a stand-in. And for these stand-ins to work properly, we need to get our heads around two really crucial concepts,
Mm-hmm.
antecedent and referent.
Right. Antecedent and referent. Heard those terms.
The antecedent is basically the original noun, the word the pronoun replaces or point back to.
Okay.
And the referent is the pronoun itself, doing the pointing back or referring back to that noun.
Gotcha. So maybe an example would help make that super clear.
Sure, like if we say Sarah finished her report and she submitted it. Sarah is the antecedent for she. Report is the antecedent for it.
And she and it are the reference.
Exactly. They link back clearly. That connection is what gives us clarity.
Makes sense. Or how about the students studied hard and they did well?
Perfect example. Students is the antecedent. They is the referent. Understanding that link, that's like foundational.
Yeah, it's key for making sure everything hangs together, that we know who or what we're talking about.
Without repeating the students, the students, the students.
Right, exactly. Avoids ambiguity. So once you've got that link down, then you're ready for, well, the whole pronoun universe.
Ah, yeah, it's a big universe.
And here's where it gets really interesting. Our source points out 7 main categories. 7.
Yep. 7 distinct types doing different jobs.
And we're going to walk through them. Personal, demonstrative, distributive, reciprocal, indefinite, interrogative, and relative pronouns. Quite a list.
It is.
Let's kick off with the ones we probably use the most. The real workhorses, personal pronouns.
Okay, so a personal pronoun, the source defines it as being used in place of the name of a person or thing. Pretty straightforward.
And they're called personal because they stand for the different perspectives in a conversation, right?
Exactly. The 3 persons. First person, that's the person speaking, so I and we.
Me talking. Got it.
Second person is the person spoken to. Always you.
You listening.
And third person is the person spoken of. That's your he, she, they for people, and it for things or sometimes animals.
Okay. And within those, understanding their different forms, their cases, is super important for getting sentences right.
Absolutely critical. So first, you have subjective personal pronouns. These are the ones that are doing the action.
The actors in the sentence.
Precisely. I, we, you, he, she, it, they. Like, I wrote a letter. I did the writing. Or he is going to the market. He is doing the going.
Okay, so if subjective pronouns are the actors, then objective personal pronouns are the ones getting acted on.
You got it. They refer to the person whom the action affects. Or you could say they act as the object of the verb.
Okay.
These are me, you, him, her, us, them. Like the example, the ball was going to hit me.
Ouch. But grammatically sound.
Ah, yes. The action hit affects me. This is where people sometimes slip up, right? Saying between you and I instead of between you and me.
Yes. Because me is the object of the preposition between it. Exactly. Okay, that makes sense. And then there's the possessive ones, showing ownership.
Right. And the force breaks these down helpfully into 2 types. First, possessive adjectives.
Like my, are, your.
Yes, my, our, your, her, their, etc. These are used with nouns. They kind of describe the noun, telling you whose it is.
This is my book. My describes a book.
Perfect. But then you have possessive pronouns, mine, yours, ours, and so on.
And these stand alone.
They often stand alone or come after the thing being possessed. So instead of this is my book, you say this book is mine.
Or those books are yours.
Exactly. Subtle difference in where they go and how they function. One modifies, the other replaces or stands in for the possessed noun phrase.
It's interesting how versatile it is, though. The source really highlights this.
Oh, it is fascinating. It does so much work.
Yeah, for things without life, obviously, but also for animals when we don't know the gender or don't need to specify.
Right. The horse broke its leg.
And even for a baby sometimes, when the gender isn't the focus.
Yep. The baby has torn its clothes. That's listed as common gender use. And then there's weather and time.
It is raining. It's 10 o'clock. So impersonal.
Exactly. It just fills that subject slot perfectly without needing a specific thing. Incredibly flexible.
The source also mentions this really detailed table. Sounds quite comprehensive.
It is. It maps out all personal pronouns by person, number, gender, subjective case, objective case, possessive adjectives, possessive pronouns, even reflexive ones like myself.
Wow, like myself, ourselves.
Yeah, it really shows the whole system laid out. Quite useful if you're digging deep.
Definitely a testament to how much detail there is. Okay, so moving on from personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns.
Right. These are the pointing words.
Pointing things out. They're used in place of nouns to which they point, or to point out the objects.
To which they refer. Yeah.
Okay.
Think this, that, these, those.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe such.
So like, these are my keys, or that is interesting.
Exactly. You're directing attention. But here's a really important distinction the source makes.
Okay.
These same words, this, that, these, those, they become demonstrative adjectives if they're used with a noun.
Ah, context is key again.
Totally. So this is a pen. This is a pronoun standing alone. But this pen is blue. Now this is an adjective modifying pen.
Got it. Same word, different job depending on if it's partnered with a noun or not.
Precisely.
Okay, next category. Distributive pronouns. These help us focus on individuals within a larger group.
Yeah, the main ones are each, every, either, neither.
Right. And the source says every stands for an indefinite number.
Yes, like every student needs to register. It applies generally to all in the group, however large.
Whereas each is more for definite numbers, like you know how many there are.
Exactly. Each of the 5 winners received a prize. You're thinking of them individually within that specific group of 5.
And sometimes they use them together for emphasis. Each and every one.
Yeah, each and every person must contribute. Just as punch.
And a key grammar point here, these always take a singular verb, right? Even if they refer to many people.
Crucial point, yes. It's each of the students has paid, not have. Neither of the options is good, not are. Always singular.
Good reminder. And neither means not one of the two.
Correct. Only used for 2 items. Neither of the 2 roads leads there.
And either means one of the two.
Yep. Either of these shirts is fine. Again, focus on one choice out of a pair. Very precise.
Okay, number 4, reciprocal pronouns. These sound specific.
They are. They talk about a mutual action, something affecting participants back and forth, and there are only 2 of them.
Just 2. Which ones?
Each other and one another.
Ah, okay. And each other is for when just 2 people or things are involved.
That's the rule. The 2 brothers support each other. Just 2 involved in the supporting.
Makes sense. So one another must be for more than 2.
Exactly. The team members congratulated one another after the win.
Granted.
Implies more than 2 people involved in the mutual congratulations.
Simple distinction, but important for clarity. Okay, number 5, indefinite pronouns.
These are interesting because they're intentionally vague. They refer to people or things in general, not in particular.
So when you don't know who, or it doesn't matter, or you want to be general.
Precisely. It's a big category. Somebody, someone, something, few, anybody.
Loads of them.
Anything, no, nobody, nothing, none, one little other.
Wow.
Yeah.
Enough, both. Each has its nuances. Like, none is short for not one.
None of the cookies is left.
Yeah.
Singular verb again.
Usually, yes. Though plural is sometimes accepted informally now, especially with of phrases. But traditionally singular, many and few refer to number. Many were called, but few were chosen.
Good one. And the source highlights one. If you use one impersonally, you should stick with it.
Ah, right. One must do one's best, not one must do his best.
Exactly. Keep that consistency, then there's some and any.
Some for positive statements, any for negative or questions?
Generally, yes. I have some ideas versus do you have any ideas? Or I don't have any ideas.
Seems like a useful rule of thumb.
It is. And they can also refer to quantity or number. Do you have any sugar? Quantity, or are there any chairs left? Number.
Okay, sixth type. Getting there. Interrogative pronouns. The question words.
Yep. What, who, whom, which. They ask questions. The source notes they look similar to relative pronouns, which we'll hit next.
Right, so what is for things? Objects, professions.
Mostly things, yes.
Yeah.
What do you want? What is that? Or ask me profession. What is she? Meaning her job.
Who is strictly for people.
Persons only. Who is at the door? Who told you that?
And which. That can be things or animals, but sometimes people too.
Yeah, especially when choosing from a set group. Which coat is yours?
Oh.
Monks. Or which of you broke the vase? People in a group.
And then whom. The tricky one, still used for people, but as the object.
Exactly. Object of a verb or preposition. Think, whom did you meet? You met whom? Or to whom should I give this? Give this to whom? It's less common in speech now. People often just use who, but formally, whom is the object form.
Okay, last category, number 7. Relative pronouns.
The connectors.
Yes, these are brilliant. They do 2 jobs at once.
2 jobs.
They refer back to a noun or pronoun, just like other pronouns, and they connect a dependent clause, extra information, to the main part of the sentence.
Ah, so they link ideas like a conjunction almost.
Exactly. The source even calls them conjunctive pronouns. Examples are who, whom, that, which, whose, sometimes whoever, whenever.
So how do they work in practice? Like whom again?
As the object in that relative clause. The person whom we elected is trustworthy. We elected whom?
Okay, and who is for people as the subject of that clause? Yes, introducing information about a person. The woman who lives next door is friendly. Who lives next door tells us about the woman. Not for animals or things.
And whose shows possession.
Yep, connects a person or thing to something belonging to them. I met the artist, whose paintings are famous. Whose paintings connects the paintings to the artist.
Very useful. And which? They're more for animals and things.
Primarily, yes. They start with clauses giving more info about non-humans. Here is the book which I recommended. Or, the dog that barks all night belongs to them.
So which and that can often be interchangeable for things.
Often, yes, though there are subtle distinctions about essential versus non-essential clauses, which is maybe a topic for another day. But generally, they both introduce information about things or animals.
Wow. Okay. That was quite a journey through the world of pronouns.
It really was.
We've gone from the basics, like antecedents and reference, all the way through these 7 distinct types. Personal, demonstrative, distributive, reciprocal, indefinite, interrogative, and relative.
Yeah, we've definitely unpacked how these seemingly small words are actually, like you said, powerhouses.
Silent powerhouses.
Absolutely.